Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the newly named Jambacast. Today I have my co-host Albert Jumba Jamba,
What is up, everybody? Hello.
and today we have a special guest on our episode. It is our boy Kenneth. Please introduce yourself.
Howdy, I'm Kenneth. I major in aerospace engineering, and yeah,
Little
gotta
snaps
get
in.
that.
Yeah,
Well, not
money.
yet, because I'm gonna be unemployed in about 3 months.
Let's
And
go.
yeah, let's go unemployment. And some of my hobbies are gaming. Obviously, these two game as well, and also as of a year or two now working out, which I thought was an impossibility 2 years ago, but apparently it is possible. I just was ignorant. And
Let the people know how many miles you run a day.
okay, so it started with 1 mile of walking on a treadmill for like 3 months, but after over a year, I now run 6 miles 6 days a week.
Ooh. You wanna
Yes.
go? You wanna go into that, Ken? Like, what got you into like working out and
That's
fitness?
a good topic. Okay, so it was around, I think it was around when I started an internship. I started realize actually it was before that. Well, obviously it all started before all of that because I obviously struggled with weight my entire life. Like, I think one of the biggest things that gave me comfort and satisfaction was just eating a lot of food.
Same.
Yeah, so
You're a foodie.
yeah, well, not a like if you heard about the stuff I used to eat, you'd be like, damn.
Hey,
This
give us
guy's-
give us an example. What would be like a
Okay.
normal meal for a thick Kenneth?
I remember there were days where I used to eat like 3 McChickens in a row with like a large Coke.
Yeah.
Or like if I was and like as a snack, sometimes I'd eat like a large bag of Lay's hickory barbecue chips with Coke. Coca-Cola, not cocaine. Coca-Cola.
Hey,
Gotta
no
make-
one,
you
no
gotta
one
make
said
sure.
anything. No one
Okay,
said anything.
Okay, just clearing that up. But like I would eat the most unhealthy things and just eat it in like large quantities. And like the thing that made me do that was because I was so focused with school, and like I think my only goal in life was to just be great at school and not worry about anything other than that. That I just kept eating to help, suppress all the stress I was going through. And
what were your? Sorry to interrupt, but what were your grades in high school?
uh,
Some people would like to know.
straight A's in high school. I was
Come on, gas.
valedictorian.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Gassing yourself up. You
I'm
gotta
not
gas
saying-
yourself up.
I'm not saying doing what I did's worth it. It's not worth it for like
Okay.
your physical and mental health. So
you heard it here.
Yeah, please don't subject yourself to just having like academic achievements your entire life, because it's not worth the stuff you would go through. Because I know I suffered mentally and physically, especially physically. I'll tell you that, dude. Okay, so
Grades don't determine who you are.
yeah,
People,
and like
You heard it. Straight
Yeah,
A's, man. This
people-
man has straight A's.
people forget that. Yeah.
that does not continue in college. But okay, so cutting to the chase. So for like the past, even after I graduated high school, my weight just got bigger and bigger. And like I remember I took a picture in June 2019 with the club I was in, and like I zoomed in on a picture of myself, and it was just like I was just like huge with like a double chin, and like I had like no neck, and I was like, oh my god, it's like I can't even really do that anymore. But like
I can still do it.
but like I saw that picture and I was like, oh man, I really need to lose weight. And then when I started doing the internship, it gave me time to like actually go to the gym every day after work. And it wasn't that really like kicked it over the can or kicked it over the hill that made me actually do it. I experienced something over that summer or over that period of time where it was like it really hurt me like emotionally. uh you guys kind of know what happened there, but it like really made my self-esteem go down and like really question like, am I actually worth it to anyone, or am I actually, you know, do do I feel like I have worth to myself? And that's like the thing that like really pushed me to do this. And it's like I started going to the gym like after work every day and started eating much less portions. I didn't really change what I ate. I just ate less of it. I cut out soda. And
It's
but
just the little
It's a start.
things.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was a start. It was a
Yeah.
start. And I mean, I started small because I knew I couldn't do like certain things. So I started by like walking on a treadmill, just doing it for an hour, just walking a mile or two, and then started doing inclines on that treadmill. And I've been doing that for like, I don't know, 3 months. And then I started upping it where I do like little jogs in between, adding some sprints into it. And then I think by the end of the pandemic, I started running more on the treadmill, but you know, not as much. And then when the pandemic started, I was like, oh man, gyms are gonna close. I might revert back to my old ways. And like, luckily, I managed to adapt and just run around my neighborhood. Well, not starting off, I just walked around my neighborhood to get a feel for it. I even wore a backpack because I thought I was gonna be out there for a long. Like I thought I needed to survive.
Some water or something.
Yeah, I
You know,
brought
some
water.
snacks.
Yeah, so I brought a
Okay,
backpack.
you're
He
serious
said you're
about
trying to
this.
survive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
was like,
serious
I
about
was
this.
wondering, like,
Okay.
what am I gonna encounter out here?
Oh my god, you got a backpack out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was like after a few days, I was like, this backpack's stupid. It's holding me back. So I was like, I took it off, and then I just started with running 2 laps or jogging 2 laps, and then I added 3 laps because I felt two wasn't long enough. And then I started doing the calculation, or I used Google Map to see how many miles is 1 lap around my neighborhood, and it's like 1.5 miles. And I was like, hell, I'll do 4 laps then. So eventually, I think after a few months, I started running 4 laps around my neighborhood, which is 6 miles. And I think I do it in about an hour and 15 minutes.
That's
Running,
impressive.
yeah, and it has like hills and shit
Yeah,
too.
that's
So
like I think I've done 6 miles, but I think that's about like a 13-minute mile or something like that for
that's
six
fine with
miles.
me.
That yeah, for 6 miles, that's
Yeah,
like really
with
good.
inclines and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's really
Yeah.
good.
So I I just be doing that for like the past. I started doing 6 miles like for the past, I don't know, 6 months now.
Wow.
And so my original weight when I started was 245 pounds, and I think I am down to 155.
Oh
So that's
my.
about a 90-pound reduction.
Wait, is
And
this is in a year span or
about a
sorry?
year, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, in
Wow.
about a year I lost 90 pounds just
Do
doing
you
that.
have so you have like a before picture, right? That
Oh, he
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
has a before after
Yeah,
picture.
I
I've seen it.
definitely. Let me, I don't know if it's gonna put up on the
yeah,
camera
just show it off. Let's see.
here. Jeez, even this is rough. I don't want to look at these old photos.
No, you should be proud. It's showing you like how much you've like accomplished over this past year.
Here is, I come on, Ken, don't. Okay, so here is, yeah, that's rough, ain't it? So, so there is from the very start of the of the journey. So that's a picture I'm talking about before, whereas it was with
The
my
no
club.
neck.
Yeah, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh my god, what the? I can't. That
What
can't.
is what is
That
that
can't
thing?
be. Who is that? So I
Wow.
was like, so that's then, and this is like the most recent picture, I guess.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay.
So there's your little comparison from that was June 2019. That picture I recently have is from last month.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. Like, okay, I know you said like you're taking by baby steps, but any like specific tips for people to like kind of just like achieve what you achieved?
Heartbreak.
So get your heart
I'm
broken.
kidding. Besides that, I for the thing that made me fail in the past with other times I've worked out, because I've had other friends help me out, and they like really tried for me, and I tried my best to follow that. But the thing with me was that I wasn't consistent with it, and I would always think that, oh, I can just do 1 hour of light work and then just binge eat whatever the hell I wanted after, because I was like, I did enough work to afford myself to eat like a
Mhm.
large box of carne asada fries with like all this soda, and then I was like that's not how it works, you idiot. Why am I doing this? So the thing for me was like staying consistent throughout the whole thing, and like during that is like to also like where you are in life, you should love yourself no matter where you are,
Mm.
and like to appreciate yourself during it, and not hoping for what you were trying to gain out of it. Like like throughout the entire process, you should always care about who you are at the moment, and not expect you to be like, oh, I look like Jabba the Hutt now, but I expect to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in like the next week. Like it's all about taking it little by little, but staying consistent with it, and just keep on going, no matter like how much you fall in between, or or yeah, no matter how much you fall in between, you just gotta stick with it and not give up. Like I know for me, I was like, like in the past, I was like, I'm not seeing improvement. I don't know how in the hell I'm going to ever look thin or look better than how I am now. But I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm still doing what I want to do. I still care about who I am at the moment, and that's all that matters. And as long as I keep going with that, and challenging myself a little bit along the way, then I know eventually I'll get to the place I want to be. But I shouldn't be thinking is that should be the thing I should be aiming for. I should just keep sticking to what I do and loving myself throughout it. So yeah, tips like that.
Consistency is
Mm.
Consistency
key.
is key.
Yeah.
Literally, just stay consistent. Don't give up in between, even though it's hard or it seems like what you're looking for is impossible. Just keep doing it, because eventually you'll get there. Not in the record speed that you want it to be, but eventually you'll get there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's all that matters. As long as you love yourself throughout the whole thing, and like you just keep it in your heart to just keep going, you should just stay the course, no matter how rough it is. And also, uh, taking all the depression you have and just working it out by running is great too.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because I used a lot of that where I just had like a lot of negative thoughts, and I was like, you know what? Instead of thinking about it the whole time and just letting it just like consume my mind, just transfer that energy into working out and like improving yourself, or use it to challenge yourself. Because I would do that to like think about some negative experience I had and just run, just sprint and just keep going. So yeah, do those things.
Okay.
Don't listen to me. I don't know.
Inspirational. It's okay. No.
Okay.
And
Real
then
quick, we had to pause recording. I'll just let people know. We just had to pause it real quick, but we're going back. So that's the jump cut. Okay. Yes, continue. Anyway, I feel like segment that to goals of this year actually, because do you by
Goals.
chance
Mm.
you by chance, Kenneth, how, because you feel like within the past year you've lost over like legit 90 pounds, which is, it's no easy feat, because people like me included, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for Ben too, like we want to look cute this summer.
Yes, sir.
We're
That
trying
hot
to,
boy summer,
Pogie boy summer, right? Is
poggy
there,
boy summer.
do you by chance have any aspirate? It doesn't have to be like a fitness goal thing, but is there anything else that you look forward to this year, or maybe like the next 5 years, or like the next, like within the next week or something like that? That's kind of like maybe helping you drive more of this motivation, or like something you can speak about
Uh,
on that.
Honestly, where I'm at weight wise is like I at first totally didn't think I'd reach this this type of weight ever in my life.
Mm.
But now that I reached this goal, I think the next step is like building muscle or getting abs, for that Pokey Boy
Mm.
summer. I mean, I'm somewhat getting there, but there's still, some
A
some
little,
some fat, some fat
you
there
know,
in the stomach
some
area.
softness, some very
So
huggable,
yeah, there's some softness. But I'm wearing a sweater right now, so you can't really see,
Oh yeah, same.
the
Mm.
yeah, that you
Uh-huh.
got 8-pack under there, Albert. You know it.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Yeager vibe,
Yeah,
Oh
good boy
my.
with the 12-pack.
Any non-fitness goals, Ken?
Non-fitness goals for this
Yes.
year at least. Well, number one goal and priority right now is graduating in 3 months. For the most part, most of that.
Wait, graduating high school? Not
Yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah, graduating high school
Oh
again because
wow.
I flunked.
Yeah.
But no, it was graduating college. So, and for the most part, most of the struggle is over because I just finished this previous quarter. Technically finished. I still have a lab report to turn in, but it's all mostly done now. So,
He's thinking about it as he's like, oh man, I
Yeah.
think that put C.
actually, that happened when I was talking to you, Albert. Remember? I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
yeah, I was like,
You're like, oh.
shit, I put B. The answer is C. You're right. You guessed. I had to put an answer called
Oh my
that was
god.
labeled C because I was like, oh, damn, I did it wrong because one of my lab mates told me I was doing it wrong. So I was like, crap.
Oof.
So I had to
That's the
fix it.
worst. That's
Yeah.
the
So I
worst.
fixed it. Now I know what he was talking about.
Mm.
And anyways, that's the goal. Graduating college in 3 months by June. And then hopefully in that 3 month span, I can get a job straight out of college. But right now, it's just applying to places and trying to wait for an interview to happen. But, still waiting on that.
It's okay.
And
Let
yeah,
me throw a question at my co-host. So
oh,
we've already talked about our goals before, Albert,
Mm-hmm.
but we're 3 months in. Have your goals changed? Actually, I'm quite curious.
that's a good question.
Well, okay, so like I've been the last time I talked to Ben about goals in terms of Twitch, like I had goals in mind, but I have goals outside of streaming. I feel like the goal with streaming for me is rather not like aiming to hit a certain amount of viewers, not aiming to hit a certain amount of followers, subscribers and stuff like that. I feel like it it's how do I say it? I'm more of a, I think I realize that instead of trying to find this quote unquote happiness or goal, I think it should be as long as you're happy with it and enjoying what you do, which Ken wonderfully said earlier. I think that's my current goal. Like, yeah, I have like goals like, oh, maybe I want to average like 20 viewers now, average on
Mhm.
Twitch, or like I don't know, 300 followers on Twitch, something like that, or like 1,000 followers on Instagram, whatever. But I think at the end of the day, if I'm happy with it, and that's what really matters, because my goals change because now I actually want to do more. Yeah, Twitch stream will always be there. I like connecting with people because I'd rather like that whole interpersonal relationship. Because there's like honestly, I've met so many cool people on Twitch, and it's just been like everyone's really supportive and everything like that, and I want to like try my best to like somehow put my creativity out there in the world, like maybe this whole talk about like finding your worth and stuff like that. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you're enjoying what you're doing, that's what matters. So right now I actually want to do I actually was thinking about doing vlogs. I was
Vlogs.
thinking
The
very
Albert vlog.
because the stimmy about to hit, right? so so if I
It already
know
hit.
because Kenneth told me.
You're lucky. I
So-
hate you. I'm
So,
waiting.
well, I mean, it hasn't hit me yet, but I'm just saying it's gonna hit us eventually.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
Kenneth said it already hit him.
Oh, it already hit. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it already hit Kenneth.
It's
It's
slapped
in
him
my
in the
savings,
face.
dog.
He said,
I'm still waiting.
Boom.
Bank of America, come on, man. Oh my god.
But-
I got mine
So-
yesterday.
like,
wow.
if the FBI is listening, like, I swear I'll pay off my bills and stuff. But I really want to upgrade to another camera, so I would have 2 cameras.
Well,
So-
what camera are you thinking?
So right now I have a mirrorless Canon camera. It's the
Mhm.
Canon M50, but I want to upgrade
Nice.
to a. So yeah, that's what I do outside of like streaming and other content stuff. Like I actually have a job, but I didn't know what full
You have a
frame.
job?
Yeah, I have a job.
Good job.
Like I didn't know what full frame was for a while.
Wait,
So I
wait,
was
what's
looking-
full frame for us dumb people?
So full frame basically is like the sizing of a camera. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Actually, I don't wanna.
He wants to give us the straight
Yeah.
facts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm trying to look at your camera right now too.
You can Google it.
What's
so
it called?
so the one that I want to upgrade to is Canon EOS RP.
Oh,
So
that series is expensive.
when you think about full frame in a simpler
Oh my
term,
lord.
it's just it feels good. That's what I'm gonna say. Like when you
It
hold
feels
it,
good.
it fits my. I'm not gonna show my camera, but the current camera that I have, the Canon M50, really small. It does really
Mhm.
good for what it advertises as, but imagine like the comparison I'd say is imagine using your phone camera, and then the camera I'm upgrading to is probably like the TV cameras. Like
Oof.
I want to say that's probably the jump, but
Okay.
It's like going from a Kodak to
it's like going through a point and shoot little film
yeah,
thing
the Kodak.
Uh-huh.
to like maybe a phone camera. I probably not really good comparison, but just for
iPhone
a little
camera?
taste. Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Like 8K quality iPhone camera.
Oof.
So for people that
I
don't
don't
know
even
what
think they
full
should make
frame essentially means is when you're taking advantage of full frame is you don't lose picture or you don't get crop. So instead of taking a picture of, let's say, what you're looking at right now, right? Peripheral wise, you see your whatever you're seeing, you're sitting on. Imagine like what my camera is probably like shrunk down to like maybe 60-70%. So there's like a science between that, but that's the advantages of having a full frame camera. So I do want to like upgrade to that, and then I was thinking about starting vlogs, but I'm not too sure.
Question.
Yeah.
What would you vlog? Like your
So-
life or your work?
Probably my
A
life.
day in the life.
Yeah,
Day in the life.
Day in the life.
You gotta get those camera angles where you set up the camera, but you go back in bed and you're recording
no,
yourself
yeah.
getting
Yeah.
up.
No, yeah, I
And then-
like as
And then
silly
you zoom in on the alarm clock, even though.
as silly as that sounds. Like I'll like sit here and I'll have to stand over there and put the camera there and then record it for like 2 seconds and then go and then stand up and then move. It's that's what it is.
It's story building.
It's story.
Yeah.
It tells a story. So that's why it's awkward when you talk about it, but when you get the end result, it's just
The
like
quality.
So I don't know if I'm gonna really do it, but I just realized I have 2 cameras to work with now. So
Oh, you already bought it.
no, I didn't buy it yet.
Oh,
The stimulus hasn't hit yet.
Oh, I thought you were
'Cause
just
you
gonna
said-
slime it. I thought you were gonna slime it on a credit card, and then pay it later with the stimmy.
Well,
I'm not
I don't
trying to give you advice.
I don't have a limit for that budget yet, but I have other credit
Okay.
cards I could use. But
Oh god, don't get into credit card debt because of me, please don't.
but yeah, the goal for me, I feel like the goal for me this year is I wanted to create more, because I always talk about like having more Asian representation, in media. And I feel like there was a prime where it happened, and I want to say we all probably agree with like the pre 2009 YouTube era, where like
Ryan Higa, Kev
Ryan
Jumba.
Higa, Kev Jumba, Wong Fu, Timothy, Chung
Wong Fu.
Taraksu,
Wong
like
Fu's still alive and kicking.
oh
Actually.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
So is Tim.
feel like
Yeah, so is Tim in a different way.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're due for a new generation. I'm not saying that
So
the
you mean like Elliot Choi, kind of
Elliot,
like that.
yeah, Elliot
Uh,
Choi for sure. Like I want to like bring
and what Jimmy I forgot his last name.
Jimmy
Really good.
Zhang.
Yeah.
Jimmy
uh-huh.
Zhang. Yeah, like I feel like that, like to each their own content and audience and entertainment, right? But I feel like somehow I want to jump on that game. I don't know how, but slowly but surely. But in terms of like my workspace, we want to do like smaller projects, and then maybe I could, span out with my knowledge and like see what I could go with that. But yeah, that's basically for me. And now I gotta bring that to Benjamin. Now it's been 3 months now since we talked about it. Has anything altered? Are you still going strong?
I think I'm going strong, but in a different way. I think beginning of the year, I think I never thought I would stream on Twitch. Like I streamed twice, right? And I really like it. Streaming's fun, but it takes a lot of energy out of you. Like
Mhm.
YouTube videos are scripted. I can take breaks. I can go get water, like all that stuff. But when you're streaming, you have to be like on, like 100% of the time. If there's dead air, I kind of feel like a little anxiety, just a little bit. But I think it's normal when you're first starting off. See, like we're all like chilling. I mean, yeah, you can drink water during streaming, but like I feel like a little weird. But streaming's cool. I never thought I would stream. YouTube, it's going pretty well. Hit 1,000 subs, so
Hey.
I can make money by watching anime essentially and talking about it. So I like that. Other goals, I think yeah, it's only been 3 months, but so much can change. Like who knows? Like maybe next month I'm like, oh fuck, like yeah, I'm just cause fuck YouTube, and then I'm just go all in on Twitch. My goals can
Mhm.
change, just like our boy Jumba. Like things do change within a couple months. Like it's crazy, right? Like this man saying he want to start a vlog, and
Yeah.
and
Wow.
I'm
then,
here to support him. It's great. Whatever Albert does, I'm gonna support him. So it's
So yeah.
it's interesting.
Twitch partner this year, kind of a stretch for me, but
Wait, did you actually say that was your goal?
Oh, no.
Twitch partner. Okay, I
No.
was gonna say that's a
It'd be
big goal.
cool. It'd be cool, but I think congrats to those who are partners. I know I can say I know like a couple, but yeah, no, respect the grind. Like for me, I don't know if I want it bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Nothing wrong with it, but it's something in the back of my head. Like I feel like, boom, it hit it, and then what? You know what I mean? But if I think for me is when if that ever happens, it could be like, or if Ben hits like 100K subscribers on YouTube,
That'd be
or
crazy.
like I'm over here trying to be like a partner, maybe it says something about us. Who knows? Maybe we're doing something right. I would hope we're doing something right. But again, we're just small people trying to do big things and just trying to see the good in everything. So yeah.
Yeah, I think during
Just
this
something
time, during this time, like everyone should just try everything. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, the only thing, let's just say, oh, streaming. Oh, sorry, I hit my key. Let's just say, streaming fails. Well, that wasn't for loss. You made like some new friends, right?
Mhm.
You learned how to talk. Like, streaming has taught me, like, oh my god, like talking is tiring. My face hurts so much. I was telling Albert after my first birthday stream, I was like, dude, my face hurts so much from
I was like,
smiling and trying to be entertaining.
and you
Super
streamed for like an
hard.
hour, I
Yeah,
think.
I only streamed for an hour. and
We got people over here doing
it's really
12-hour,
tiring.
5+ hour stream, yeah, full time. You know.
There's a plane going through my thing.
Shit, I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
edit that out.
Yeah, we can edit that.
Edit 15.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Sorry about that.
you're fine. What are you talking about?
Talking about okay, so we just
Oh yeah,
oh,
goals.
oh yes,
It, like
I
you know, I feel like what was I going on with? Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with trying it out. I feel like I'm very like advocate for you should do what life has to offer for you because you never know if it's gonna, you know, if that opportunity ever happens again, you might as well get the experience for it, right? But again, like don't. I feel like I also want to say like don't do something that doesn't at the end of the day doesn't make you feel like not successful but like make you feel in the right mood because I've like when I at least when I started my Twitch adventures I've been able to like graciously meet like so many cool people and I talked to like maybe a couple of them not regularly but like we like keep each other in check but
yeah, I see them in
people
your chat. They're so
yeah
super nice. Everyone's super nice.
people you know people have their own lives like Twitch streaming is hard and what's it called I think uh as long as you have a positive mindset which is hard there's nothing wrong with taking breaks either um and then coming back with like fresh new ideas or something like that that's what it is that's why I definitely learned that because I don't think anyone really taught me and I actually didn't watch like the YouTube videos like oh how to grow your Twitch channel and stuff
How
like
to
that
yeah,
how to
how to
gain like
grow
had to get
1,000
100,000
yeah
subs
yeah I'm
in
yeah.
like
2 days.
like I watch it I'm like it's like a 15-minute video I'm like so where's the hack where's the real life cheat code you know where am I gonna get
Where's the
that
insert 100K subs here
but
in the
so
lines of code?
in terms of like at least for me and Ben on the like, whole content entertainment kind of thing I feel like as long as we're enjoying it and people see that and then you know I think that's it um so yeah with the whole goal thing in terms of another topic I feel if you're searching for like reassurance or like trying to hit something but in while you're doing that whole journey and grinding and stuff like that if you realize that during the middle that you actually aren't like enjoying it because you have such a high threshold that you threw on yourself or like a basically like a cap or a roof cap on yourself then I don't think I wouldn't say it's not worth it but it's like
I think it's like have attainable
yeah exactly
goals.
yeah
And like you were trying to say like there's nothing wrong with stopping because you figured out that oh this I'm not cut out for this or
mm-hmm.
whatever or and then like you said you met so many good people and
Yeah
I
there's
think
definitely
what I was gonna
people
say yeah there's like you met like so many people and then interactive people and I was gonna say even like in terms of YouTube it's not like it's like oh you quit YouTube but you learned how to edit videos you learned how to like talk to a camera you know it's like
mm-hmm.
you learn something and then let's just take it to like running right You're like oh like let's just say you stop running well you learned the correct form you learned that you can do 6 miles you just had to like you know
You learn that if a bear chases
yeah
you can probably well
yeah
I don't know if you
Speaking
can
of,
run yeah
I had a little dog chase me, and I went Top Gun speed on that dude. I was like, oh my god, this little dog's gonna attack me.
it's like a little puppy and
It
Ken's just
was.
running away.
I was jogging, and then a little dog was behind me, and I was like, oh snap! So I started sprinting fast, and then it gave up, and then I kept looking
Dang.
behind me.
That's mean.
So
It
I can
wanted to
say,
play with you and you're like,
I
peace
was
out.
like, I'm sorry, I gotta go, dog. I can't help you. Go back to your owner, because the owner was there, and I was like, I
they
kind
didn't
of
do
felt
anything
bad. No, the owner was in the area, but the dog was doing his own thing and chasing people. He was chasing like a maintenance person, and then the dog crossed the street and started chasing me. But that's a different story. I digress.
Yeah, see that running, it helps you avoid that dog. Like everything
Yeah.
you're doing, it's building you up to do something like you never thought you could do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I
So
don't know how I would have segmented that to the next topic, but let's say food, right? I remember Ken talked about it earlier.
I like
So-
food.
okay, yeah.
I don't know how deep we'll go into this, but the first question, or the topic we could talk about, is: do you think pineapple is a valid pizza topping?
I'll let our guests talk about it first.
I'm not gonna invalidate it.
Okay.
Personally, I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna hate on people that have pineapple on pizza because that's their palate. I'm playing neutral right here, okay? I'm playing the neutral
now,
force.
Ken, have you tried a Hawaiian pizza like ham and pineapple?
I have.
No.
You haven't.
No.
Wait, you haven't?
Well, maybe Kenneth, you should shut the fuck up. No, I'm joking.
You're the one causing problems here, dude. I'm trying to play neutral. Oh,
fuck being neutral.
Oh, the next topic. You fucking wait. I'm gonna go all out on
No,
that.
okay,
one.
I'm joking. I'm actually a big fan of it, but I'm not gonna hate on
Okay.
people who don't like it. But I want you to at least like try it first. You can't say you don't like it without trying it, right? What I'm saying,
That's a fair.
I don't like peanut butter. Well, you never
I
tried it.
I
you know?
guess the reason I don't like it was how it was presented to me in elementary. Because you know how
Really?
kids are. Yeah, in elementary they would have either the cheese pizza or the Hawaiian pizza for some goddamn reason.
That is weird, yeah.
It is, yeah. You would think it
had-
would be cheese and pepperoni or something,
it-
but it's cheese and Hawaiian for some reason. But the way they presented it is like the cheese was like not cooked all the way, and like the pineapples were just
I was
runny all
going to
over
say
it,
that. Okay,
and it just looked like juices of the pineapple were just soaking in the pizza. It's like,
well, let me just explain it.
ugh.
Oh, little detail.
I was like,
okay.
no, that's disgusting. That's why I was like, I'm avoiding this because this looks gross. And it's because of my elementary school's fault for that, because of how they presented it.
Mine this was the same. I think what they did is they got the regular cheese pizza. They got canned pineapple.
Uh-huh.
And just dumped it on it, right?
That's
and
what
they didn't give any
like.
meat. They just gave cheese and pineapple. They just dumped it and called it Hawaiian pizza.
Exactly.
And now I understand why you see, Albert, you weren't in the ghetto. Okay, but that's how these. That's I'm not saying we live in the ghetto, but
no.
you're whatever school you went to.
I had
good lunches.
Yeah, we get it. You got caviar on your pizza and
I bet
truffles on it too.
And some gold
I bet
shavings
this
too.
guy had.
Okay.
This guy didn't drink. He didn't drink milk from a little plastic thingy. He had
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had it from the plastic pouch.
Plastic pouch. Okay,
Yes, I did.
fine.
Yes, I did.
That's another thing
Okay.
that was nasty because kids back then would just stab it and then it just run all over their food and it's all over their cheese and pineapple pizza. That's disgusting. That's why I hated looking at that. Terrible.
Wait,
terrible.
Albert, your district actually did have.
Yeah, I had. I
I'm
had
surprised.
But
I
when
thought it was only in the little poor areas.
at least where I went to elementary, they for some reason they had the chocolate. Okay, they would have the white chocolate, the regular milk.
It's a white chocolate milk. You guys are that fancy?
No. They had
First the caviar, now white chocolate milk. Unbelievable.
They had the oh my god, I lost my train of thought. They had the regular milk, right, in the plastic pouches, those little bags, and they had the chocolate milk one. For some reason, okay, when my palate for some reason as a kid, I think it was very watery for some reason. But there's days where the milk cartons, little milk cartons you get in school, regular milk, it kind of like sometimes I would opt for the regular milk over the chocolate milk because sometimes it's just like too watery. But there's days where if your class was let out first for lunch or whatever, and you got to be in line right when lunchtime starts, you get the carton milk chocolates.
They give you that fancy one.
Yeah, that's when you know you made it. When you see the kids at lunch with those ones, and then you get the next batch, which is just the bag pouches. You're kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, the shitty one that breaks on your
Exactly.
tray and causes a mess, and kids still eat that shit, even though there's chocolate milk all over their pineapple pizza.
Okay, now, speaking about milk, right? Do you think there's anything wrong with milk first or cereal first? Or what do you guys put first?
I'll let our guest speak first about this
Okay,
controversial topic.
I put the cereal in first, then the milk, cause I feel like it just flows better. No,
Put the cereal first and then the milk.
Okay, if you think about it like this, okay, think about it, okay. I'm about to lay the law down here.
Okay.
Well, not the law; it's an opinion, but I'm about to lay my opinion down. Like you put in the milk, right? First, if you theoretically, why is it theoretically? You just put the
Yes,
milk
you
inside
do.
the bowl. No, you don't. Let me explain first, Ben. You say you put the milk in first, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't know exactly how much, like, where do you stop at the level of milk you put in the bowl, right? Because
Okay.
then, like, what if you fill it all the way up? How much room is there for the
For cereal.
cereal? Is it just gonna be sinking in the bottom? Or what if you put too little and then you just fill it with cereal? Then you're gonna have more cereal than milk. At least if you can measure how much cereal you'll put in or how much you. Crap! Now I'm thinking about it like, wait, you can measure milk too. Never mind. I put my cereal in first, then the milk. In Albert's case, he gets white chocolate milk. I use regular milk.
What? I use
think,
regular milk cereal.
I th- I think I only do like the cereal first because like it was presented that way in commercials, right?
Okay,
But
that makes sense. Yeah.
imagine if the commercials did milk first, it would be a whole different story, right? So like I think
Yeah.
I think we're monkeys, right? We see, monkey do. But
Yeah.
Albert, are you different? Do you?
I actually put the cereal first.
Okay, we're all in agreement here. Wow. I thought I was gonna get angry with
Because
someone.
I'll put like a decent amount of cereal, right? And then
Right,
I'll
yeah.
pour it in and then see if the cereal like overflows. So I agree with that statement. But for those that do milk first, nothing wrong with that.
No,
maybe
your
you
preference,
got a little kink in your eyeball or something, but I'm just
maybe you want more milk than cereal, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask. I was gonna like, do you like your cereal soggy or like crunchy?
I feel like for me it's depending on what I'm eating, what cereal.
Ooh,
I
okay.
kind of want more cereal than milk, and I kind of want to eat it as like I don't want it soggy. I don't want it too soggy. I just want it to, to have that milk flavor on it, so I try to eat it as fast as I can.
I
Or at
think
times I just don't put milk.
wow. I think there's certain Albert's right. There's certain cereals that deserve to be soaked. Like, have you ever tried like Frosted Flakes like soaked in like milk? It's really good. I don't like it too crunchy.
No,
I
yeah, I think I've had
For
it.
me, I think Frosted Flakes are the cereals I don't eat with milk. I just eat it
Wow.
as is, like they're chips.
Well, it's been a while
I could
since
see
I've done
that. I could see that.
But for like cereals that I put milk, like maybe Apple Jacks or what is it, Honey Nut Cheerios, I put milk in those. But for some reason, Frosted Flakes I don't. I just eat it as is. I don't know. I'm built different.
No, surprisingly, Honey Nut Cheerios is the best selling cereal. Surprisingly.
It is the
It is?
best selling.
It is because so many people, like I guess older people who have money, they buy it up and it's it's marketed as a healthier thing, but
I like
yeah, surprising is
I like Cheerios.
What
they're
are
okay.
Let me throw this out here. What's your guys' favorite cereals then? Or number one cereal? Let's narrow it down.
Okay, you go first, Albert.
I feel like you can't go wrong with Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats?
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
got
I've
it.
had that. I don't
It's
think
really
I
good.
have
It's
had
like
that.
Frosted Flakes with like a little bit of granola. It's really good, actually.
People think it's like old people. I like it. I like the honey parts.
Okay.
I mess with that. That's respectable. I before. Okay, let me tell you my like childhood one. It was
Okay.
the childhood one was Captain Crunch. That shit was bomb. I really like the yellow one. The little yellow pieces, those are good. But now my brother gave me like last year my brother bought cereal and there's this thing called Craves and it's just cereal with like
Craves.
chocolate
Ooh,
with like chocolate
Wait, I've
inside.
seen.
I've
I
seen
think
that
I've
one.
seen that
And
commercial.
it's really fucking good. Not healthy at all. I don't think like anyone should really like eat this on a daily basis. This is like too much sugar. But there's like chocolate, like chocolate. Like I would say, like yeah, there's like, just amazing chocolate in the center of these cereal bites. It's so good.
I've seen.
Okay.
So
I haven't had
check it
them
out.
yet, but I have
Craves.
seen
I
those
haven't had either.
ones.
For me, I flip flop between Frosted Flakes or Apple Jacks.
Okay.
Either way, I love both of their commercials. They sell me on that. You can't go wrong with Tony the Tiger, and then you can't go wrong with the Cinnamon Man and the apple that chases him or whatever.
That commercial really made me buy Apple Jacks. Honestly, I think Apple Jacks is I'm not to offend you, but I think it's like a C tier cereal.
I haven't had it.
Honestly.
C tier?
I've had it
Just C
before
tier,
they
yeah.
introduced the apple with the cinnamon. Was that always the thing? Because like the apple was
I'm
the
not
grump.
sure.
'Cause I
All I
s-
tasted was cinnamon. I didn't even taste that.
There was a time where the commercials were like, the cinnamon would be the only one that makes it into the bowl, and the apple never made it.
You're right.
And then like,
yeah.
and then later down the line, I don't know why, people probably like, why don't you put the apple in there? And then they put the apple with the cinnamon. So I only had it with
yeah.
when it was cinnamon. I haven't had it with
Same.
the new patch 2.0 or something.
Same.
Apple Jacks V2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, yeah, I think I only taste the cinnamon. Maybe that's why I like it. Just the cinnamon and sugar. I mean, that was 245
Okay,
pounds. Maybe that's a reason.
but Cinnamon Toast Crunch does a better job of giving you that cinnamon taste. Am I wrong?
I think I like the muted flavor of the Apple Jack. The more toned down cinnamon. I don't think I like the over the topness of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm.
Yeah, we are like intellectuals talking about cereals, you know, like but the cinnamon flavor is muted.
Yeah. Some Gordon Ramsay talk
Omelette
on
du
this.
fromage.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so now another food talk before we go to crazy stuff because we are about
snap.
probably like
Yes.
50 minutes in now. Pickles, yes or no?
Hell no.
Guessed.
Hell
That's the wrong
no.
answer.
It's the right answer.
That's the wrong answer.
Pickles, no.
Pickles, yes.
I'll let you explain your side.
I
as
will say
soon
mine
as,
after.
Okay. Since it seems like I gotta defend this. Okay, so you see, pickles by themselves, no, right? Like we're not talking about pickles by themselves. We're talking about in a sandwich,
As a condiment, as an ingredient.
don't know.
as an ingredient. You know, it is a tool. Okay, it enhances the flavor. So let's just take it for example. You know,
Enhance
a chicken.
is subjective.
Let's just take a chicken sandwich. Okay, the Popeyes chicken sandwich needs pickles because yes, it does because so you take it by that juicy, salty chicken, right? And then all right, and you're like, oh man, that was good. But now you need a little change of taste. And the next bite you take, it has a bit of pickle in it, and you're like, whoa, this really is like now it's not salty. It's more of a
Gross.
sour, and a sour and like let's just sour and spicy taste, right? If you're getting the spicy one, if it's not, then a sour and a crunchy, I guess more chickeny flavor. You use it right as more as a palate cleanser, okay, in a way, just kind of like how you use ginger, okay. And I'm not saying it makes the meal amazing. I'm just saying it tastes better with it, but obviously it's not gonna. This is like a 15% boost. You're not gonna. I'm not saying it's gonna make your meal 100 times better, right? I'm just saying it's like a little 15% increase. Okay.
So you're saying basically it adds a little bit texture, a little bit more.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
a little something. You know, a little surprise. You know, a little surprise butt sex. You know what I'm saying? That was out of pocket, but yeah.
Okay, Kenneth?
No. Explain. I want to hear your opinion on this, Albert.
Me?
Let's not. Yeah, let's not make it just between me and Ben.
Okay,
I want to
well,
hear your side too.
okay, so my answer to that is I don't like pickles. The story is, back in like,
You.
I think back in like,
Sorry, Ben.
I think like maybe kindergarten or like first grade, we went
Man,
like
it always starts in elementary, huh?
we went to like we walked from
With
like
your fancy school district lunch.
no
No,
we
I'm joking.
we walked
Omelette
to
du
like
fromage.
the the nearest fire station to get like some presentation or something like that, and then we walked to the McDonald's nearby, and then my teachers, I remember they had us all order and stuff like that, and I was like, this is before I even had McDonald's. Prior to that, so that was my
Oh.
first ever, at least recorded in my memory, McDonald's experience. So I ordered a hamburger, just a hamburger, like on the kids meal or something.
Hamburger.
So
Hamburger.
at that time, little me didn't have the most exquisite, palate yet. So when I took a bite of that burger, and it's still the same burger, by the way. It's the burger
Unchanged.
unchanged, and it's been the same
Yeah.
since I was, at least what I remember. I took a bite of it, and I instantly gagged. I was like,
Oh
I
my.
bit, and I went.
See. Okay. What I'm thinking is, you weren't expecting that flavor.
Oh no, because I'm pretty
Right.
sure like I had like other burgers that already set the scale for me, and I never had McDonald's before for sure, guaranteed. So when I ordered a hamburger, I was probably just expecting like, I don't know, the meat, the bun, and like maybe like some lettuce or something like that. But it was, I don't even know what is it. It's like the meat, the bun,
The meat, the
ketchup,
bun, the pickles, ketchup, and
onion.
onions.
Yeah.
Right? No cheese. It's a cheeseburger
It's just
without.
it's just a cheeseburger without
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah.
So I think I've been to expecting something, but ever since then, I have never had a pickle to this day. Or
Eh,
I probably had
maybe.
pickles like accidentally, but with intention. Nope. Ever since I was like 6. No.
Let me get this
7.
straight.
What?
7. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
get this straight. You basically took a field trip to McDonald's.
Yeah. You walked there.
Took a field trip to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And,
It was kind of
that's
far.
educational.
Yeah, we went to the fire station before that. And we went to the McDonald's. I remember I played in the little playground.
Oh my god.
Throwing like
Throwback.
little
ball pit.
ball pit at each other.
Yeah. Okay, Kenneth, pickles or no pickles?
No pickles.
Care to explain?
Howie, no pickles. No deal. No. Care to explain? I think I had a similar experience to Albert, where I don't know the exact time, but I had a burger. I took a bite of the burger because for me, I expect, for my burgers, cheese, meat, lettuce, buns,
Mm.
and I expect that. But I took a bite of this burger without checking it out first. And when I took a bite, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I tasted something. It's tasted off. It tasted sour. And I looked in the burger and I said, oh my God, they done did it. They did it to me. They hit me with the pickles. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And it ruined my day. And ever since then, I vowed never to eat anything with pickles ever again. And then, just like, I think it was last week, I went to Chick-fil-A. I asked for a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I asked for a Chick-fil-A sandwich without pickles. I open up it even said on the thing, no pickles. I open up the sandwich. I look at the bun. They did it. They fucking put pickles on it. And I took that shit off immediately, but it was too late. The bun
It
and
seeped
the bun, yeah, the
juices.
bun and the skin of the chicken breast were just coated in this pickle juice, and it ruined it. It ruined my sandwich. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I was
okay.
I was I was outraged.
I've
I should
never
have called corporate.
I've
Just
never wanted
terrible.
to. I don't mean to insult our guests right here, but
I know
you had
I know you
the
will.
both my co-hosts and the guest kind of here had the taste bud of a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
But let me ask you
No.
guys this though: do you guys like in Asian culture, right? Everyone has
Mhm.
their own version of sour soup. Do you guys like sour soup?
Yeah,
No.
I've had sour soup before.
Okay, Kenneth, cool.
I don't
Okay,
like
that explains why
sour.
you don't. That's why you don't like
Yeah.
pickles. That's fine.
Mm.
Albert, you like? Do you like your sour soup?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
then.
okay. There's one
Uh,
dish that at least the last time I remember having was
okay.
it's called canchua in Vietnamese. It's like tomato soup. It's
Okay,
like
tomato soup.
imagine imagine like the it's not like it's not like what people think tomato soup here is like.
It's clear.
It's
Yours is
clear.
clear.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've
clear.
had yours. I've had
It's
yours. Yeah.
it has like the remnants of marinated tomato and other things, whatever it's in there. But I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a sour soup, and
But
I
pickles,
think that should have prepared your taste buds for a pickle. I don't know. In our
Albert's like,
get
nope.
and yeah, in
no.
Kenneth's case though, I think I kind of understand where it's coming from. You just don't like it, which is
Nope.
fine. But it's time to grow up.
Well, Ben, it's time for you to shut the fuck up. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need to like pickles.
But
I bet you don't wait. I bet you don't even eat your pizza crust then, huh? You just throw
I
that
eat
shit
my
away.
pizza crust. You. Oh, are we going into this now too with pizza
Yeah,
crust?
sure.
Who here doesn't eat their pizza crust?
I eat my pizza crust.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I
Yeah.
like my pizza crust. That's like one of the quintessential things about a pizza. But a pizza isn't right if its crust is wrong,
I think,
and also if it has pineapples.
yeah,
But I have
tried
no
it,
problem
yeah.
with people liking that. It's
Yeah.
just that that's a different
So, okay,
topic. But anyways, the crust has to be just as important as everything else on the pizza. Like if you get the crust wrong, then the whole thing is wrong, right?
There's a
And
strategy with it. Like you save a little bit of sauce at the end, right? And
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't eat till the crust. You eat a little bit
It's like a breadstick.
before. Yeah. And then you turn it around and you eat it like a breadstick.
Yeah.
Albert, thoughts?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really think about it that much, but
No, there's a strategy. There's strategy to it.
when you eat
There
it, and
is a
there's a little bit of
strategy.
the cheese and the remnants of the where the
Pizza
top.
sauce?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a pleb, and I did only eat the whole thing and then just the bread because I had something to dip
What?
the bread with.
Oh, you're talking about Papa John's
Oh.
then, right? Are you eating
Just like
Papa
anything
Dip it in
John's
the
with
garlic
sauce.
sauce
Oh yeah,
because that's
or
the garlic
marinara.
sauce is good.
Yeah. But no, I do that little, good cheese, a little bit of the yes.
Marinara sauce.
I have a similar strategy. Well, mine is more
Okay.
precise. I eat the pizza up to like a certain length where there's still, some cheese
And you roll it.
some sauce. No, I don't
Oh.
roll it. Some cheese, some sauce, some meat, or whatever the toppings are. And then I think of the pizzas like a triangle like towards me. But then when I reach a certain point, I turn it around and start eating it like sideways.
What?
Am I weird?
Yeah.
What are
So
you
you're
talking
saying you eat it
about?
sideways like the crust? Like you start eating you
No,
eat it
like
from the
there's a
back, or what are you trying?
It's
to
like
say?
think of it as like a breadstick,
Okay.
but like extended out like like it's a flag.
So you
rolled
eat the
out,
pizza halfway. So you're eating the pizza halfway, and then
Not
you start.
halfway. It's more like I eat 2/3 of it. There's a third of the pizza still left. I just flip it sideways and then I eat it. I take a bite of the crust, then take a bite of the pizza and the cheese and the sauce and all that.
I see what you mean, but man,
Is
I
that
gotta see
weird?
this. Yeah, I gotta see this. I gotta see this in
Well,
person.
I can. Yeah, I knew I would like to see that.
I can see the
technique.
strategy, but like
I
that's
think
just
I'm just
too
not.
much.
I think I'm not explaining it. Right.
No. You have 1/4 of a pizza or 1/3 of a pizza left, and you're eating one bite of regular pizza sideways, and then the crust. But then everyone's what are you doing with your hand? Are you touching the fucking pizza Like not the crust, the fucking
What the hell are
marinara
you talking
sauce.
I
about?
think
Are you
they're
talking
thinking
the-
you're holding like with two hands, like you're double fisting it, right?
With
Like
one hand, like well, so you're holding it by the crust side, right? So you're like kind of how you holding this pizza?
Hold on. Okay. So think of it as like, okay, so this is the crust
okay,
and the
okay,
pizza extends out. So I eat the pizza up to like a certain part, like
which is
1/4 of the
3/4.
pizza.
Oh, or
Yeah,
2/3.
3/4, 2/3, 3/4
Okay.
math. And then so this is how you normally eat it, right? Towards you with the crust this way. So once it reaches a certain point, I flip that around. I eat it like
As like a typewriter, like
Like
going down
corn
like
on
that.
corn on the
Yeah.
cob.
not like that. It's you. Okay, so this is like, God damn it! If I had
a pizza right now,
If I
I'll
had a
eat
pizza, I'd
it.
show you right now. But it's not rocket science, guys. I
Okay,
studied
I
this
think
shit.
I know what you're
But
talking
it's like
about.
it's like I flip it around so the crust is this way,
Right.
right? The crust is this way.
This
Why did
way.
I
Why
go
are
on
you
a
talking like that?
I don't know. The crust is this way, right? So
Uh-huh.
it's sideways. But
Okay.
there's still a little bit of pizza with the sauce and the cheese and the meat and all that good shit. And then you take a bite of the crust, and then there's still the cheese and the meat and all that good shit that I was talking about with the
Yeah.
marinara sauce and shit.
Uh-huh.
And then you take a bite of that. It's like it's just combining the two together where you don't need sauce to dip it in and just have it as a breadstick. It's just a different way to eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. No?
No.
You guys don't understand. That's
I
we'll
still
get a
like my
pizza one day.
strategy of just having saving a little bit of the pizza and eating it with the crust like a breadstick. Your shit is your shit went too far, Kenneth.
It's not complicated. I'm telling you. It's I'm probably eating it the same as you guys, but I'm just saying it in a different way. I'm just I tried my best. I even grabbed a flashlight for you guys.
Yeah.
You really did. I think this would be a great transition to your biggest regret in life, which is probably probably the way you eat pizza. That is probably the biggest regret of your life, huh?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let us know. We're gonna go a little deep in here though. Like
Okay.
what is, Kenneth, your biggest regret in life? Or we could bring it down to Albert while you think if you need more time. But that is
Oh,
the
I
question.
didn't even think about it.
I didn't
Let
think about it
me.
either.
Okay. I think I was not probably not the biggest regret, but it's definitely a regret that I have.
Let me remind you, by the way, definition of regret. It's a verb. Feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over parentheses, something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or missed opportunity, and parentheses. And then there's a little what do they call that example? She immediately regretted her words.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Or
Wikipedia Albert.
as a noun, a feeling of sadness. Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of my regrets that I had was in high school, and it was I think it was there was a person, a girl, yes, and yeah. So you know how Jesus, this is like a K drama on its own, but it was like throughout high school, I think at least for 2 or 3 years, this one girl liked me, but I like she would send like Valentine's cards and stuff. And I thought it was just, the homies like just joking around with all these Valentine's cards. They're like, ha ha, guys, you got me real good. No one fucking loves me. But like, it turned out that she was sending some of these cards too. It wasn't just the guys memeing on me.
Mm-hmm.
And uh like I would even ask her like for help, like asking this one girl to prom and like
Oh
getting
my! You
like
asked her for help.
I asked her
Oh.
for help. And then when it came yeah, and then when it came to signing yearbooks at the end of it, she wrote in mine and she just like told me about her real feelings and like she told me, "Oh, I sent those Valentine's cards. Oh, I wanted you to ask me out to prom and to
Oh
do all
my!
these things." And I was like, why didn't you tell me? But I was like,
Wow.
I really dropped the ball on that because I was oblivious to things. I was looking at someone else who didn't really care about me, who didn't really see me as anything, and would later break my heart again. That's another story. And anyways, I'm in a better position than she is right now. I like to
Let's
think,
go.
but I that's another story. I don't care. That's someone else. But like
Wow.
the person I was talking about who confessed, like she was there for me. She was like a great friend that was trying to help me out, and then she had these feelings, and then she didn't get to express it to me fully, and then she finally did at the end, and by then it was too late. And like I couldn't really reciprocate those feelings, and like I was scared to reciprocate those feelings too, and I just didn't know what to do at that point, and I felt like it was too late anyways to do anything about it. And that was like, yeah, one of my biggest regrets. Yeah, one of my biggest regrets of not seeing that and actually, you know, seeing her feelings and then actually acting on that. But
I
yeah.
think me and Albert really appreciate you sharing that with us and the podcast. That's
Oh
pretty
shit,
deep,
it's with
man.
other people too. Fuck.
He said,
This is a
"Oh,
podcast, yes.
That's
This
what it is.
that I feel like, damn it. That's it's the whole
Just
like
say you messed up,
no,
Kenneth, and you really
no,
screwed the
no,
pooch here.
no, because you didn't know, it's like at the time you're focused on this one girl, but
Yeah,
then there's this other girl who was like perfect for you, but
yeah. And mind you, the one she was helping me out with didn't turn out to. She didn't want to get asked out to prom, so I didn't ask her. Yeah, so it was kind of. It was okay. I went out. I went with someone else and a good friend, just a friend, by the way. It was just a friend, but I did go with someone that was great, regardless. But I didn't ask the person that actually wanted me to ask, and instead I just went to her to ask for help instead of seeing that she wanted to go. But me being a high schooler, being stupid, only saw, oh, I should ask the this person instead of that person. And yeah, it was like it's a goddamn Disney Channel fucking original movie right here.
yeah,
Fucking
the script
8/7 Central.
writers, the script
The
writers
script
are
writers.
jotting everything down
They're
right
Say
now,
yes,
and
jotting that
yes.
down.
let's switch to Albert if you're ready.
Oh yes.
I don't think
biggest
it's
regret.
my biggest regret because we're still young, you know. But
Yeah, a
as
lot
of
more
right now, I
regrets
talked
going.
about it before, I think. But I think one of my biggest regrets is probably not finding out what I wanted to do earlier in my school years. Because I recently just talked to like a bunch of like my friends from high school. We're talking, you know, when you talk to someone, it's like you always like, oh, y'all got a job, what's going on, and you're updating everything like that. And I was telling them that I left them with the idea that I was supposed to become an electrical engineer, and then
Their mind was blown.
and then I told, or I mean, I think like I updated them so they kind of knew, half of them kind of knew, and I told them what I'm doing now, and then they all told me back like, yeah, I could see you doing that, and I was like, really?
For the people who don't know, what do you do now?
So basically, at our institution is like a combination of a bunch of majors, but essentially it's just basically theater, film, like media studies, like I'm basically a film major, essentially. So my high school friends were telling me like, oh yeah, Albert, I can see you doing that. I was like, really? You never saw me as an engineer? And they're like, just like, no, it's just like it feels like they think they see something that I didn't see at the time, and I guess I can kind of see it more now. I'm not too sure entirely, but they agreed with my change. I went to E because I was like, oh yeah, money. I like tech, sure.
Money.
And then suffered through 3 years, and then realized it wasn't for me, and then found my new passion, which is why I enjoy it much more, and I'm much more happier now. Who knows? I mean, I'm not saying. engineering is bad or anything. I'm just saying
Uh-huh.
prop. I'm just saying props to you.
Your new passion in video editing,
Yeah,
recording, filming.
yeah. I still don't know
Yeah.
what to call myself. I
Yeah.
asked my like higher ups like, what do I consider myself as? And they said you can call yourself an editor,
Mhm.
content producer, director, whatever the heck you want to call it. I was like, oh, I'll just say editor. And but then editor could mean a bunch of things. So I think I just call myself a video editor. So yeah, I don't think it's my it's a regret for sure, but I don't want to say it's my biggest regret. That makes sense. It's one of the bigger ones. I feel like I took too long, but all at the end of the day, it was fine.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, college is all about finding out what you really want to do. Because you go in with that impression that everyone else wants you to do a certain thing, especially like your parents or
Oh
like what
yeah.
society wants you to do is make the most money, get all the best things in the world with that money, but not really, doing it because you want to do it. And then, at least for you, you actually found out what you wanted to do later. It's better late than never, that
True.
you.
Mhm.
So, I mean, no one's on a set timeline. Everyone's on their own path. So there is no race to get to the place you want to be in. So as long as you're doing what you love, that's all that really matters. It's better than suffering through something you don't want to do. And I
Mhm.
know I have a lot of friends that are suffering through stuff they don't want to do, and they just hate what they're doing, but they're doing it because their parents want them to, or they just want to do it for the money. Luckily for me, it's like for aerospace engineering, I have a passion for what the future holds with, space technology and aircraft and all that. But then, at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, do I really want to do something like this? Like, I also have other passions I'm passionate about, like voice acting or something like that. But it's like,
Ooh.
is that something that I really want to risk everything on? Or
Mm.
do I want to like continue this somewhat dream I still have that passion about, aerospace engineering, but like do I want to do it because I really am passionate about it, or do I want it because I want to please my parents and make a lot of money? So it's
So
been a
it's
trade-off.
confusing, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a confusing thing. But at least for Albert, you already dipped your toes in electrical engineering.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. And you realize what you really wanted to do,
Mhm.
and now you're doing it.
Yep.
So
So one of my regrets, it's not like
Yeah.
regretful. It just feels
Like
like damn,
you have
what
multiple regrets in
it's
life.
like
yeah.
You
it's
can't just have
like
one.
how do I explain it? It's like, oh damn, why did I take it's not like, of course better late than never, but it's like, damn, if only I could go back and like figure it out sooner is how I feel about that.
Mhm.
But you have to think about like you it wasn't a failure because you learned by taking those classes that you didn't like it.
Mhm.
That's how I feel like with like my classes and stuff. We were on the same boat of like
Yeah.
not liking what we were doing.
Have you
Yeah.
retained any of that electrical engineering knowledge?
Like,
I'm gonna take that as a no.
I mean, I still remember stuff like
Yeah.
calc. I still remember all
What
the calc and
happens
stuff from.
to a light bulb in series with another light bulb and a power
Well, you see, good
in
sir,
a
I didn't get
circuit?
that far.
Yeah.
Circuits, really?
Is that EE? Was it at your place? Series in
Uh,
the. Cause I did
He was like, it's the first class in the major.
I
no,
thought
cause I don't.
circuits would be like one of
Cir
the basic things.
cir
There's a power source, wires that lead to like some type of voltage utilizing thing like a light bulb. And like one of the earliest things would be trying to
I
figure out
I think by
if
that
there's enough
time,
voltage or current going through each light bulb, what is like, I think it's voltage, and then the current determines how bright. the light bulb is, and then like in series, the voltage like diminishes after each light bulb. But when you put the light bulbs in parallel, they get the same amount of voltage going through, and that the current is this. Never mind. Keep
Very
going.
well
Sorry.
said, Ken. Thank you. Yes, exactly what I was gonna say. I'm
I
kidding.
don't even know
I
if
think
I'm right.
I feel like I don't remember
You
honestly.
didn't waste your time.
You did. You did. You did what you had.
I remember learning about like cir- series and circuits, but that was like, oh my god, I don't even remember. That was like my second. No, it was like bringing my second year. But at that time, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this. But I learned
I did not.
all the freaking finding out how to determine voltage and like finding out how much current runs through like all the circuits. So anyways, nerd stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with mine. I have two small ones. Okay, to make up for it being so
Okay.
small.
Okay.
Okay, so in 8th grade, no, it's not as like it's not a poop story, luckily, but
Oh
it's more
man.
like or a romance story. It's like uh, um let's just say I ended up like trying to punch my dad. I don't know
Oh.
why. I
What?
don't know. It's like, yeah, I know. I never like wanted to swing at my dad like before. And like I would
Oh.
like hit my younger self, but like we're in Hawaii, and it's like our first time, like my first time like out of California or whatever. And I think like I don't have a phone, so like my dad, like me and my cousins went off like running and like we went like shopping or whatever, like looking at stores. We didn't have money, and we come back at like the spot where we're supposed to meet, but we're like 10 minutes late. And then my dad yells at me like, "Where were you? Whatever, whatever." And then I don't know why. I was just like really irritated. I don't know why. And I was like, "It's because
Wow.
I don't have a phone." And then I was like, "Ugh." And then my dad was like, "You just try to punch me?" And then like he like slapped me. And I was like,
Oh.
He said,
but in my head, it was more dramatic, But like I
"You punch him
like
hard?"
tried, like I tried, like I like chipped his like chin like like I didn't mean to like. I mean, I didn't mean to hit him, but like I wasn't expecting me to land it.
Oh, so you did like that
Damn.
full swing, like, and you just
Yeah, like as a kid, you
you throw a
build
tantrum.
up,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I don't know. I didn't mean to hit him, but like I always like I'm like, damn, I'm fucking stupid. Like I just tried to hit my dad.
You're
Like,
probably like, damn, I would slap myself hard, you know.
yeah, like it was really stupid.
I mean, you were a kid, so I mean, what can you
Yeah,
expect?
I still
Eighth
I still
grade
think
kid
about
still.
it. Yeah, it's just like damn, like I don't know. My dad was like really mad at me. I was like, damn. Yeah, I probably
I
shouldn't have done that.
I know I've never done anything like that because I know the
Yeah,
consequences. Chinelas to the face or the cinturon,
yeah,
the belt.
yeah. No, he like slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah, one time when I was young, I made my dad mad, and you know how they
You
take
didn't eat your
time.
pickles. You didn't eat your
Shut
pickles.
up, shut up. You know how they sometimes your Asian parents like when they get mad and you like make them mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they're standing upright and then they have
They
to
give you
take their
the
time to like take off the slipper.
oh, and
So
that's the buffer. You'd be like, I gotta go.
that was
Yeah,
my
run.
time. I was like, oh shit. So I ran up the stairs.
That's when Kenneth learned
My
how to
dad
run.
threw it at my at my back and nailed me, dude. I was like, ah. I felt like that one scene in this one Vietnam movie where the guy just kept getting shot by bullets, but it was a
Oh my
fucking
god.
slipper that got me. Anyways,
Okay, so
next
my
regret.
the second one.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yes, sorry. We can cut that out. But so my second one, it's kind of like the whole like your parents like make you do something,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like mine's kind of like extreme. Like I actually wanted to like drop out of college, like my junior year, instead of like picking up a major,
Mm-hmm.
because I told them like, look, I kind of already figured out what I want to do, which is like focus on like the Super Potion brand and like build it up to like a boba shop. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I told them.
Superpotion.us, by the way.
Yes, thank you for the shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to turn it into a boba shop, and I was like, look, you guys have a business, and you know how it is. Like you just focus all your attention onto it, right? And you just go ham. And they didn't like the idea because like they're like, no, you're gonna be like, you're supposed to be the first one to like graduate, because like I'm the youngest, and both my brothers don't have bachelors, unfortunately. But not that's not to say that they're doing something wrong. It's like honestly, a degree is useless. Let's be real now. It's all about experience.
It's a scam.
Yeah, it's a big scam.
Unless you're doing
Yeah,
you're trying to be a
aerospace
doctor,
or a
lawyer, or an
doctor.
engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're okay, Kenneth. But so I want to drop out, and I kind of regret listening to them because like I'm like, this is like legit, like I know what I want to do,
Right.
but my parents are telling me to like spend 2 more years of my life doing these, and like I took like a semester. This is nothing compared to a quarter system, but in one semester I took like 28 units or 30 units to like catch up basically in one semester.
My Lord in heaven.
And thankfully some of them were online, so you best believe I cheated on them. Some of them. Yeah, there's no way you can do 28 units or 30 units in one semester without finessing
Without
something.
being a living being.
Yeah, so it that was a waste of time. But Albert, what you did to figure out what you wanted to do, that's not a waste of time. I already knew what I wanted to do, and I still had to go through college. I think college is useful. It's something to figure out what you want to do in life, and I figured out what I wanted to do. But my
and
parents
it's not college.
Yeah, and it's not college. And my parents were like, "You need it just in case." I'm like, "Oh, like
that's true. That's exactly how I feel too. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stick it out in the end, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Like you seem pretty secured with your job, and you didn't even need a college degree. You used it to use college to get your job, but you didn't need the degree. You should have been done, right? That's essentially what I regret. Like kind of like listening to my parents. But yeah, those are my two.
Well, that wraps up the okay, before we, because I think we're like, that was a pretty good
2 hours in.
No, we're like an hour 30 almost.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanna, before we conclude this segment, Kenneth? Is there anything else you wanna say, or like bestow knowledge, or pickles? Nope. No go for pickles.
No go for pickles, my dude.
Okay, let's say scenario wise. So you're at a gathering, right? And there's pizza. There's pizza. There's pizza there.
Ew.
Oh my god! I throw the pizza away.
With there's just straight up cheese and pineapple, and you are. That's like the only option, right? You're kind of like I'm definitely not gonna try to spend money after the party to get something after because I want to be embarrassed and eat the food there. But it's the only option. Unfortunately, there's like a cup of water and like a slice and slices of pineapple pizza. What, in that case, would you dare take a bite and eat that, or would you just suffice with a cup of water and just starve for like the next?
I'll take it a step further. I'm going to grab a cup of water. I am going to stand up on the nearest table, declare to everyone, why the hell is there only pineapple pizza here? Drink my water.
Well, if you didn't come late to the party, Kenneth, then you wouldn't have fucking, you should have came earlier, okay?
Then I'll starve.
Okay, here.
I'm gonna look worse if it's like, all right, I'm gonna grab a slice of pineapple pizza and take out all the pineapple and look like a fucking idiot taking off the pineapple. Yeah,
that's why you just eat it.
Yeah,
which is soaked in the pineapple juice too. So it's like, what's the point? It's the same thing as my Chick-fil-A sandwich where it was soaked in pickle juice. Terrible, unbelievable.
Dang.
So yes, I'll take the cup of water, starve, declare my hatred for my disdain, my dislike.
Okay.
Not hatred. That's a strong word. But my dislike for pineapple pizza. Drink the water and skedaddle. Yes. That's my scenario.
All right. And we're going to end the podcast.
We're going to end it on that note.
And that concludes our podcast. Thank you for watching episode 3 of the Jambacast.
Thank you
let
for
us know.
being on here, Kenneth.
I'm
Impromptu.
sorry.
Yes.
It's okay. We had good talks. But yeah,
It was really good.
hopefully we'll make another one by then. And everyone, please tune in. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye bye.